The 6-year strategic plan for the Presidential Initiative on Climate Change, Renewable Energy and Food Security was presented by Dr. Patrick Korwama, Director of Climate Smart Agriculture Transformation and Food Systems. Commencing this year, the plan encompasses the 3 pillars of the presidential initiative, which will respond to climate change and introduce a transition plan to renewable energy and green growth, which involves food security and agricultural investment. Coordination, monitoring, and community engagement of the 3 interrelated aspects of the presidential initiative will be the primary task of Dr. Korwama and the presidential initiative team led by Dr. Kandeh Kolleh Yumkella. Participants at the validation who were given the opportunity to seek clarity on the strategic plan were informed that prospects were good for long-term financing from the private sector, including a 20% commitment from the government towards the overall cost of $44 million. Decentralization to the nation's 395 wards would be intended to localize the strategic plan and, together with CSO involvement, translate policy into action. The validation workshop featured panelists who were optimistic about Sierra Leone's sustainable development ambitions. Irish Ambassador to Sierra Leone Aidan Fitzpatrick provided evidence that with the nation's $2.8 billion requirements to fix the energy sector, it would be possible for Sierra Leone's 1.4 million households to have solar energy and clean cooking stoves by 2030. Dr. Ngozi Beckley-Line, CEO of Sustainable Energy for All, presented 5 possible scenarios for a sustainable energy pathway, taking into account the energy needs for all the major development projects being undertaken by government. Minister of Local Government Tamba Lamina insisted that a policy for climate action would address the lack of fiscal decentralization in the present state of the 2022 Local Government Act and the previously established One Fambul national framework could help prioritize the objectives of the presidential initiative. Chief Technical Advisor for the Presidential Initiative on Climate Change, Renewable Energy and Food Security, Peter Kandeh, concluded that their strategy as a final validated document will be circulated to the public with an investment mobilization plan. Addressing participants remotely from a multilateral cooperation meeting, Chairman of the Presidential Initiative, Dr. Kandeh Kolleh Yumkella, said their collective efforts were culminating into the presidential unveiling of a clean cooking energy strategy by July and a renewable energy green growth plan by October of this year. Development and social inclusion in Sierra Leone have been hinged critically on the response to global warming, which causes climate change, and development of agriculture and other economically vital sectors, while avoiding the use of unclean energy to achieve this.